Okay, so we're here. We're going to do run one of my Let's Play Dead Cells series. We're going to start right from the beginning in the prisoner's cells. Now, this is my first Let's Play video, and I've been playing Dead Cells for a while. But that being said, let me just get that mouse pointer out of the friggin' way. I've not been playing Dead Cells for a while, so I'm going to be very rusty. But that being said, I do have some good knowledge of the game. Certainly enough knowledge that should be able to carry me through the game to a decent point. So, you know, don't expect elite play here, but expect a decent enough standard of play that we'll be able to get somewhere. And you'll probably get a few laughs along the way at just how I managed to completely mess things up from time to time. So that's fine. We're going to spec everything into brutality. The strategy we're going to go with is just try to get as strong as possible, as quickly as possible. And in doing so, hopefully, we're going to be able to, you know, get right to the end of the game. Now, as much as I've not been playing Dead Cells at all over the last 6 months or so, really since not long after the brutality update when I kind of played it to death a bit, I've not really been playing it, but I did have a few runs, I think a couple of months back. It was around the time the Baguette update came out. I had a few runs, so I kind of know where the game's at roughly. I know there's a new update out recently. I know where the game is at roughly just now. I kind of have an understanding of where that is. So I know that we need to be fast here. We want to be getting to the promenade or the sewers ASAP, just so that we can ensure we get that extra scroll. And as far as I'm aware, the scrolls are still one of the most pivotal things in the game, so you don't want to be messing about and not getting that scroll. So that's what we're doing just now. I know we've got 2 minutes to get to that next stage. You know something, I'm not even going to pick that up because I just think that is a crap item. I'm not a fan of that item at all. Don't like it, so at the end of the day it's up to me and I'm not going to take it. So, no, but like I say, you know, I do have some experience, but I think I'm going to probably be really rusty here. It looks okay so far. Okay, there's a toxic sewers, but you know, let's see how this run progresses. Hopefully I won't make too big an ass of myself. That's always what I attempt to do any day I leave the house. Okay, so we're going to take that, and I know that money is a little bit more valuable in today's Dead Cells climate, so I'm going to be cognizant of that fact. I'm going to try and use every opportunity I can to extend the bank balance. We definitely don't want to break into that door. There's really no need to be doing that at this stage in our lives. I know that by doing so, we might have anything up to like a 30 kill cost to deal with, which we don't want at all. Okay, what do we have here? I mean, let's take a look, but I don't think we're going to be going for anything. Impaler 2+. What does that do for us damage-wise? You know what, I'm going to stick with the Swift Sword just now because I just like the way it works, and I like the fact that we can stack up some kills and get some extra damage. So, where are we at? Do we have all the scrolls? We do. Oh, I've left it too short. I'm probably not going to make this. I'm probably not going to make this time door, and that's the part of the problem of being rusty here and not having played for a while is I'm just, you know, I'm sleeping on some important aspects of the game. So of course we're going to go Fireworks Technician. We're going to look to get some good grenades to throw around at enemies as we progress through. But as far as the first floor goes, that was okay. I did kind of mess up a little bit in terms of the time door, but who knows, we might catch a break here and we might get it. We've got 5 seconds, probably not going to happen, but let's see how we go. Even if we don't get that, it's a minor blip on the radar. It's not going to be it's not going to kill us. Do we make it? I don't think we do. That's not going to be it. Okay, so that's fine. We missed it by 10 seconds. These things happen. C'est la vie, c'est la vie. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're going to spec into brutality. We're going to keep our eye out for any scrolls floating about, and we're going to make sure that we don't make that same mistake twice. So, dispatch some of these annoying critters as we move forward here. I'm going to try and maybe get the speed up a bit because that was extremely disappointing, I have to be honest. I hate to miss a shiny scroll, especially when you know it's going to be something that will set us up nicely for the next stages when the difficulty does start to ramp up a bit. We won't be taking that, definitely not. So yeah, let's see if there's any better weapons to pick up on this stage. No, I think we're good. I think we're good. I think we're kind of set up okay just now. What I'd really like to get my hands on at the moment is some bombs. I want to get my hands on some decent bombs. The Ivy bomb just doesn't really do it for me. I'm not a fan of the Ivy bomb at all. I pick it up just because it was there, and you know, we can throw it at people and see what happens, but it doesn't do much in the way of damage, and its actual slowdown effect isn't, or what is it? It does, it freezes people in the spot. Doesn't impress me too much. So yeah, let's take some health, get a little boost to the HP points. You know, aware of the fact we have to be looking out for any potential scroll holders, and we can see that there's one up there. Gonna freeze him on the spot, both of these dudes. And we're going to take some more brutality. Now, I don't think because the guy was carrying it, because it was carried by a mob, I don't think that means we get an extra one on this level. I think the number of scrolls on the level still tend to remain the same, which is fine. Obviously, it would be nice to get the bonus, but that's just the mechanics of the game. And at the moment, as the game stands, the mechanics are basically geared towards speedrun. The faster you can run through the game, the more likely you are, that was just really silly, the more likely you are to have a better run, because you're always hitting these time doors and you're getting the scrolls. Now, to me, that's an interesting concept, because you know, the game's so fun to play, it almost seems like a shame to be just skipping past a lot of the combat in these levels, where we just don't have time to fight every enemy. We have time to fight some of these enemies, but not all of them, because if we do fight them all, we're not going to make that time door. Now, you might say to me, okay, you didn't make the time door on this one and you didn't fight everyone. Okay, fair point, but going forward, we will endeavour to make these time doors, which means that we just can't be fighting all these enemies. Let's just drop that. See you later, guys. Sayonara. Okay, bombs. Now this is where things start to improve. We do have a bit of cash here, so let's re-roll that. We will take the Biter Swarm, and we will take the Fire Grenade. We will sell the Ivy Bomb, and we're off to the races. So now that we've got those items, we've got the cooldown timer, we start to find our situation slightly improved. I think I'll just take that for the sake of selling it, because we're not going to be going purple build on this one. We may do a purple build later, maybe the next run will be a purple, but at the moment we are 100% focused on the brutality and getting that stacked to the max, which we will do as we move forward. For this particular run, I think we'll be likely just to hit the ramparts as our third floor. Not that I've got any sort of anything against the ossuary. I'm more than a fan of the ossuary, I like it, but because I'm a bit rusty, and this is the first time back in Dead Cells for a while, I want to just try and, you know, not take it easy as such, but take it a bit easier. I don't want to be going straight for the hardest path immediately, and I know the ossuary's not too bad, but I just remember the ramparts being that little bit more user friendly. Okay, so pick up the first pendant of the run and the first pendant of this Let's Play series, and we get a little bit of help from the pendant, which is more than welcome. And we're going to go down here, we're going to use the crashing attack, which was brought about by the brutality update many months ago, I think just before Christmas. Do we want to go, I'm not really using this, do we want to go shield? Let's stick with the torch, let's give the torch its time to shine, give it a chance to do its thing, because I've actually, to be honest, caught up in talking and trying to reacquaint myself with the game, forgot I even had a torch on me. So let's start using the torch. And do we have any synergy with the, no we don't, but we can look to change that, and we can look to use the forging abilities to get a little bit better. Now, one thing I'm very much aware of is, if you're listening to this video, you may be a novice at the game, you may not even have played the game, but there's a very good chance you're a player of the game, which would probably put you ahead of me, considering I've not been playing it, and even then you probably get more skill than me, because I'm not one of the best players out there. At best you can expect a mediocre skill set from myself, as displayed here, but especially when I'm rusty, you know, I'm not going to be that good. So I'm conscious of the fact that if you're watching this video, you may be watching going, oh god, this guy's bad, but I think sometimes that's good, and if you do want to give me any tips or just maybe troll me or or give me some abuse for being so bad at the game, I'm more than happy to take whatever you've got to say on board. No harm done, no hard feelings, thank you very much. But it's on to the ramparts now, and I have to say, I'm happy with the way the run's going so far. It's not any kind of elite run or elite play that you'll be seeing from me so far, but that's not expected, especially when it's the first run in, you know, a while. And like I said, I did play a little bit. Let's see if we can get some synergies going here. Fire, fire. There we go. Now we can use the torch and the sword synergistically in a way that's going to really help us light up the enemies, pun intended. What I want to do is take dead inside here, get that extra hit point, and we'll fill up on health before we move on to the ramparts. Now this is starting to shape up quite nicely, this run now. I felt as if the damage output... Whoa, what the hell are you doing? Sorry about that, that was just a silly thing to do, let's be honest. But not to worry, we can continue, we can pick ourselves up. We didn't lose any health. I didn't manage to crush myself somehow with the elevator. That would have been embarrassing, or more embarrassing. But as I was saying, you know, I felt as if the damage wasn't particularly amazing on that last level. Unfortunately, we did miss out on that scroll of the time door. We're hopefully not going to make that same error again here. I think we've got plenty of time to hit the time door in this one, so we should be all good. And now that we've got this nice synergy, I'm looking to start seeing some improvements here, just in terms of the damage that we're doing with the sword. Damage with the bombs seemed good. You know, not bad at all, but I felt as if when we started to engage people in fisticuffs, there we go, 26 seconds to spare, not bad. When we started to engage in actual sword fighting, we were just pretty lacklustre and taking damage. So as we start to scale up here and take advantage of this nice synergy that we've pulled together, things should start to look better for us. Hope you're enjoying the video so far. This is my very first experience of a Let's Play video. I have to say I'm enjoying myself. Always enjoy a bit of Dead Cells. Definitely one of my favourite games in recent history. And yeah, recently I started playing a bit of The Binding of Isaac. Not sure if that's a game you've played or you're into. Being a big fan of Northernlion, the YouTube phenom, I am now addicted to The Binding of Isaac because I was watching his Let's Play videos and I was like, what the hell is this stuff? What is this game all about? You know, I didn't actually, having not played it, I couldn't fathom what was going on, but I realised that it was such a huge series and people are putting thousands of hours into the game. I thought, let's try this Binding of Isaac thing out, and wow, all I can say is wow, totally blown away by the game. Just an incredible array of items and ways that items can be combined, and you know, you hear that as a cliche quite often, you know, no two games are the same, no two runs are the same, but largely that can be quite false. I think a lot of the time you play games, they do feel the same, but The Binding of Isaac definitely is one of those games that feels very different and very exciting on every run. Now, granted, I've maybe only done 150 runs or so, and I'm playing Rebirth, you know, I'm way back there, but I'm just, you know, I'm blown away by the game. I think it's a really cool game. So maybe at some point we'll have a chance to do some Binding of Isaac on this channel. Who knows? Now, let's see what we've got here. I'm probably going to swap that over. Now, what's the deal with this? This is a colourless item. It gives me 1% hit point returned back to me. It gives me brutality, and that seems good. I mean, it doesn't seem to be 100% plus 100% damage taken. See, the thing is, you've really got to read the small print. You can't miss the small print, because I could have ended up setting myself up for a very tough time of it. Oh, you really need to use that burn synergy. If you're not using the burn synergy, it's still fairly weak. Now, I did notice that there was a little flower there. I'm not too sure what that's about. I'm sure that's something that we can look into going forward. But as this is the very first run, since coming back to this game for me, I think we're just going to stick to... We're going to stick to the program here, you know. We're going to stick to the program and just get the first run completed, hopefully get to the end of the game, which I believe is now the castle, and the Hand of the King, I think, was the name of the sort of final boss when I last played it, which was a month or so ago. Now, like I say, I did actually play just very briefly. I did a few runs and I managed to get to the end and finish the Hand of the King on this level, which is, you know, the easiest. So I do know what is in store, and I know the castle was gets quite heavy, quite full on, but that's fine. I remember enjoying it quite a bit. I mean, as long as we're strong enough when we get to that stage, it shouldn't be too much of an issue. But this run's rolling along okay just now. I need to just keep remembering to use the torch first. Benefit from that synergy. I think we could do with an upgrade on the weapon at this point. It takes some more survival. I guess it's back to where we're at, because obviously I had swapped the pendant out. So at the moment we're on the lookout for a new, better sword. I think we could do with something better. Perhaps a balanced blade. What else do I like? Maybe like a whip, wrenching whip. Remember that being a good item, but I think that's maybe changed slightly as well, the wrenching whip. Hold on, this torch seems to be doing some great work for us. Oh yes, brilliant. So I really want to try and speed things along a bit at this point, because we do seem to be taking our time here. Just make sure not to be missing anything, that's the key. Sorry guys, can you just give me a chance to climb up the wall before I mess you all the way up? Okay, nice one. Nice one, nice one. We're doing good, we're doing good. Well, relatively. We're doing relatively well. And I think if we can just make sure to hit this next time door, we'll be very strong by the time we get to the next floor. I know we've got the boss encounter after this one. Good, good, good. We'll take a brutality again. You know, we're going to spec all the way into brutality here as much as possible. I mean, I'm taking some health. I don't know if that's a good idea or a bad idea. I remember previously, by the time I was done and bored of the brutality update, I was essentially just taking 100% into the brutality stat, which was doing exactly what I wanted to do. It was making me super powerful, and it was giving me some okay hit points. But obviously, because I'm coming back to it now after a bit of a layoff, I feel like maybe it's time to be a little bit more cautious, a little bit more prudent, a little bit less brash and cocky, and just take a bit of hit points. But I don't know, maybe that's not the way to play it. Okay, let's deploy some vitals here and let these vitals do some work. There's cash there that I'm not going to leave behind. But these guys are rather annoying, aren't they? Blow them the hell up. Okay. And even more brutality, that's what I want to see. Okay, we're getting stronger, even with this kind of level 1 weapon. Or, what is it? It's not a level 1 weapon, is it? That is, it's a 1+, so yeah, we really do need to upgrade this sword ASAP. Definitely in the market. Maybe there'll be something in this chest. Nope. Of course there wasn't. It would be nice, to be honest, if we could get an upgrade on the sword before we hit the Black Bridge. Before we hit the Black Bridge and have the boss encounter with the incomplete one. But if we can't, I'm sure we'll survive. I mean, I'm not exactly amazing here, but I'm not going to mess up that, I don't think. Okay, I think that brings us to the end of this level, which is fine. It's good to see. Now, I think we're on track for the door, the time door in this thing, but I could be wrong. But just get the hell out of dodge here. Let's see, where are we? Okay, let's head down, or head down or up to the Black Bridge. Seems like we should be fine to take on this boss. It is looking fine. And again, you know, thanks for watching this video. I really hope you're finding the video enjoyable and at least comprehensible. I'm not sure how it's coming across because obviously this is my first time doing it, and I'm trying to game and talk at the same time. So these are things that I'm not used to doing, but I'll tell you what, this is a fun way to play, and if you guys are getting enjoyment out of it, I'm absolutely delighted about that. Let's go with... Okay, let's go with that. So I don't know if that's the best thing to take there, to be honest. These mutations are new to me. They were around when I came back from my few runs with the Baguette update, but I didn't really look into it too much. I just kept kind of taking the same stuff, which was what you've seen me take now. Oh, and this guy's now called the Concierge. I think I remember that from before. This weapon's just going to be useless for this, but fortunately we've got some pretty okay damage. And we do have that nice synergy, so life's not so bad, you know, life's not, it could be worse. Yeah, we're doing good damage, we're almost halfway through the fight already. That's fine. Not unexpected, to be honest. Get out of the way, that's all good. So if we can just get this guy finished up right quick, we'll be able to move on, and I think we're probably going to make the Slumbering Sanctuary play. I don't think we're going to go to the Foggy Fjord. That was one of those levels that when I initially played the game, I really did play the Fog Fjord to death, to the point that I'm not really too up for going back to that level just now. Oh, see, that wasn't good. You know, maybe they've changed it, maybe it's updated and improved, but yeah, I think I just played that one a little bit too much. And we're done. This is the first boss kill of this Let's Play series. Oh, Raging Whip. Yes, yes, yes please. Yes please. 100% damage taken. Wow. That is a disappointing one. Should we live life dangerously? No, no, no. If it was doing double damage then maybe, but because it's only giving us back 1% of health, I don't think that's that exciting. It's not something that I'm that worried about. I'm not interested. So the few runs that we did before with the Baguette update, obviously we've started to spec towards this. Let's just keep specking to the same thing. Oh no, I missed that by 20 seconds. Missed it by 20 seconds. Now does that mean I'm going to miss the next time though? We're having a bit of a nightmare in terms of time doors here, but that's okay. I mean, at the end of the day, I'm playing through this, I'm talking, it's obviously taking me a bit longer. The next run number 2 of this series, and by the way, I'm planning to do these every day now. Run number 2 is going to be faster, slicker, better, just generally more improved and refined. So if you're up for it, subscribe to the channel, check out the video tomorrow, and we'll certainly aim to provide you with some exciting runs. I'm not sure how we're going to fare on this one, in this particular level, because we are a bit underpowered here. I'm going to try and not kill everything. I'm really getting into a bad habit here of killing everything, and I think there might be a cursed chest on this level from what I can remember, so I want to try and keep myself open for that. But yeah, I'm going to make these videos every day now, so if you like Dead Cells and you just want to watch someone play through Dead Cells rather than having to always be the one playing it yourself, then, you know, keep an eye out for the videos coming, because they're going to be coming every day. I'm a huge fan of Northern Lion, really like that guy's videos, and I'm, you know, it's obviously just down to personal preference. I don't know whether he's a huge fan of this as a game. I think he likes it, but obviously he stopped making videos for the series, and that to me was sad, because I love watching Northern Lion play, and I don't hold that against him in any way. Obviously it's just that he wants to do what he wants to do, but I thought, you know, why don't I just start creating these videos and put them out there? Maybe someone will get value out of it. I certainly enjoy playing the game, so making these videos to me is a no-brainer and gives me an excuse to play. Is this an elite fight here with a scroll? Has this guy got a scroll? Is that always what the elite fight is? Let's just try and be real careful here. I just want to be really careful because I've not fought an elite of this type before. So I'm just going to go quiet a little bit here. and make sure I handle business. And we're back. So that was interesting, and I'm going to upgrade my amulet here. We're going to go for amulet with 2 stat points on it. I'm going to sell that amulet. Waste not, want not. Yeah, so that went okay, but the thing is I've never fought that type of elite before, so I just wanted to sort of take it nice and slow. But yeah, as I was saying, I mean, I don't know if I actually finished my point there before I got entranced by the enemy. But yeah, I'm planning to do more of these videos because, you know, there's a game that I like Dead Cells, sometimes it's nice to sort of have a few games of it, but then when you don't want to play, when you don't feel like playing yourself, you can sit back and watch someone else doing it, and I always enjoy that. So that's the plan. That's what we'll be doing. And run number 1 seems to be going okay. You know, I'm not running into too many major issues here. Obviously, you always worry when you come back to a game after not having played for a while. Now we can definitely do that cursed chest, but I just want to make sure that I think we do. I think we do. And if the run ends here, that's going to be fine. I can live with that, but it is the first run that I've had in a while, and I just want to get reacquainted with the game. So anyway, trains of thought going all over the place here. Long story short, we won't be taking that, and we will be going after some of these enemies that I've left behind up here, in the hope that we can get this curse dealt with. This is tricky actually, this is not good, because we can't use the fire damage. Wow. I should handle him, hopefully. Yeah, okay, that's nice. That's nice, that's nice. Okay, let's see, what else have we got to deal with? Hopefully I've left at least 8 guys up here, but I've got a sneaking suspicion I didn't. There's going to be a barrier, yep. So obviously that barrier is going to change the moment we get to the switch and flip the switch, and all these enemies you can see now in the background, they're gonna change. So where's these enemies that I've left behind? I did leave some enemies behind, didn't I? Four left. Now, okay, yeah, I definitely did myself a service here. Beautiful, beautiful. Do some work for me, boys. I love those biters. So I've got 1 left to kill, and I think I may now have to deal with these spikes. So if I just left myself 1 more enemy, I'd be in a better spot than what I'm in right now. But I think, you know, that's the way things go sometimes. That's the way the cookie crumbles, and we'll do our best here to sort of continue this run on a good positive vibe. But given the rustiness factor, this could be tricky. But let's see where we go. Let's see where this goes. Is it possible that there's a little bit of a area off to the left? Thought I saw something moving in there, but I could be wrong. I think this is going to be another barrier, isn't it? Oh, maybe not. Oh goodness. Okay, barrier. Is there going to be some enemies down here? I mean, it's really teasing me here with the prospect of potential enemies before hitting spikes. Spikes. Jesus, this is cavernous in here. Shop, and we've got some swords. Okay, what do we want? Shovel can be good, I remember that being an okay weapon. 100% damage in the burning target. I'm gonna go with it. I'm gonna go with it. I'm gonna take it. Oh, that was the first item we picked up. Wow. Good to be rid of that, but let's see if we can actually survive long enough to take advantage of it. Should be able to, I mean, realistically. This is awful. Am I going to die here? No. Okay, so just and no more. And now we're going to travel back up here. Now this isn't the best because we're going to have to come back through all these enemies that are now activated, and that's one of the guys that we don't want to be messing with right now. The worst enemy we could possibly come across. Did you see that? Wow. I have to admit, we got lucky there. We got lucky, but sometimes you need a little bit of luck to carry you through the day. But this can be problematic. Those things are tricky, but you can deal with them when you've got enough damage output, which it looks like we certainly do. We're not really looking to mess around here too much with all these enemies, we're looking to just blast through. What the hell? That's a new feature for this level, I haven't seen that before. One hit kill. Nice. Okay, so damage is definitely on point, especially now that we've picked up this shovel. We'll definitely fight this guy. What is that? I don't even know what that was, but it's dead, so I'm happy. What have we got here? Okay, 100% plus 100% damage. So does that go? Plus 100% damage. Multiple flame projectiles. 70% damage to slowed down target. That seems good. Does that mean it gives us... Does that mean we're damaged 100%? I don't know. Definitely not. Well, that would have really killed us. Okay, we're having a bit of trouble with this guy. See ya. Okay, so I'm obviously getting a little bit under pressure here, and the commentary is certainly suffering a little bit because of that. I do apologise. Try and get things back on point. There's the clock tower. Now I'm not going to go to the clock tower because I usually find it's just a grind fest. So what we're looking for now is to move over to the left hand side of the level. What's the best door to take? Yeah, let's take this door here and we'll go back through these. Obviously the stakes aren't so high this time with the spiked balls. We can just blast through, no problems. If we get hit, we get hit. I think I might actually deploy some health here. What am I thinking? Whew. So we're moving into the final stages of the level here. We're getting through it well. Gonna take some more brutality. Okay, we're just gonna avoid that fight. Easy, 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 easy. I'm thinking we might try and get a burn synergy again with this weapon when we get to the forge. Money wise, financially, we're doing not bad. We've been quite frugal up until this point. We've been really looking after our money. So there's a Forgotten Sepulchre there, which is good to see. Do we just go? Is this it? Do we just leave? Do we check out that chest perhaps? Okay, so at the moment, are we strong enough to fight the assassin? We're definitely strong enough to get through the Forgotten Sepulchre. I would say that's a foregone conclusion, but are we strong enough to fight the assassin? I'm not sure. Now, do we take this Balance Blade in place of what we've got here? Damage per second? Absolutely not. We absolutely do not take that weapon. It's a little bit more user-friendly, and I don't know why I'm risking health points here. Try to dodge these spikes, we don't have to, but never mind. That's fine. Now we're just looking for a little teleportation unit here, and we're going to head to the Forgotten Sepulchre. I'm not sure in the slightest if we've made it for the time though. Probably not, given the way the rest of this run's gone. But even if we haven't, you know, that's fine, that's fine. We will press on and we'll see what we can do here. If this isn't a win for the first run back, I can live with that. We'll give it a bash, see how we go. So, in terms of a Let's Play very first video, I have to say I'm immensely enjoying myself here. And we have made the time door, so that makes my life even better. At this stage, I think we get 2 scrolls here as well, which is beautiful. Do we get 2? We do. Oh, we do get 2. Will you look at that? Will we take them both into brutality? Yes. Now, you might be watching this right now thinking, this guy's got a death wish here. Doesn't take any health, hardly at all, unless absolutely forced to. And we're actually about to start getting the darkness here. Okay, slight panic ran through my body there as I realised I've not got much health, but fortunately, we're alright. And that's a one-shot kill, which I was really anticipating. That's what I really want to be doing here, is just messing things up with one shot. So just getting used to the slightly different timing that you get from the shovel compared to what we've been used to so far. But that's fine. Handling that, no problem. Oh, and I forgot to... Do you know something? I was going to say I forgot to modify the shovel to get that ability, to get that synergy added with the burning, but I believe I've actually already got that. I believe that synergy is already in place. So that's fine. Nice. No hassles. Now these little green guys can obviously give you some trouble. They can give you some bullshit, but I'm just going to say no to any... Whoa! We're going to say no to any bullshit at this point and just roll. Okay, that's awful. Absolutely horrific. But it's okay. It's not going to ruin our lives at this stage of the game. There's a bit more fight left in us yet. So, what's the outlook here? What are we looking to do? Well, we're looking to now get to the assassin with a few more red scrolls on us. That's what we're looking to do now. I'm going to run back because I've obviously wasted a lot of time there. We're looking to get to the assassin, and we're looking for the assassin to be it's not going to be easy, but we're looking for it to be manageable. That's really what we're hoping for here. And I think if we were to hit the assassin right now, it would be manageable. I think we could manage the assassin. And obviously we're not playing on any boss cells difficulty wise here, which means that we do have the ability to heal in between levels. So even if we do lose some health, we're going to be fine. So again, forgetting that I've got this lovely handy little torch on me. Oh, that was a good dodge. For once. Do you know, I'm going to just sell that, and I nearly took damage from that spike ball just by standing about too long, but I didn't, so that's okay. Let's do a runner here. Not too fussed about fighting any of these dudes. Not today, thank you, mate. Cheers, mate. Not today, matey. Okay, we're going to go right now. We've got the first key, so that's fine, but let's just explore the rest of this little area here, just see if there's any other scrolls floating about, perhaps any elite items. Do you know something? I don't think there's much chance of me trading up my item here, but what's the difference in damage? Nah, no good. I don't like the way that wrench and whip functions these days anyway. Nah, I'm not going to waste any money on this. I'm going to start using the forge before we move to the assassin fight, I believe. I think that's the play at this point. Try and just improve on the weapons we've got rather than try to pick up something new. I definitely am enjoying the shovel. Always was a bit of a favourite. Just leave that guy to his own devices. No need to pick a fight with every single person we bump into here. Okay, press the wrong shoulder button. That shows you you're rusty when you're pressing the LB button rather than the RB button to open doors. No need to heal right now, I think we're good. Let's explore downwards here. First of all, let's see what we've got down here. Now I do remember this level does start to get a bit trickier as you move further down, but we're really not having any trouble, you know, we're kind of breezing through it here. So I'm not too concerned. As long as we mind our P's and Q's, we should be in good shape. Now we are looking for another key to get into that area, so that's fine. We can start to see the light at the end of this level, and I'm not sure how we're doing time-wise, but you know, obviously, given the fact that this is the first time I'm doing one of these videos, I'm kind of talking and playing and trying to do everything at once, so you do slow down a little bit because of that. But I think as we move through this series, as I bring you more videos, I'll get better at this. I'm going to get better, I'm going to get more efficient and all that good stuff, so that's going to be good. We're on to 18 brutality now, which is fairly good. I'm already seeing the benefits of that, I'm reaping the rewards. And the second key, lovely stuff. Now, from memory, there is a fight at the end of this, which involves two elite, and I don't know what they're called. The guys that teleport, what's their name? Let me know in the comments. But yeah, but I think we fight two of those elite versions, but I do remember them being not too difficult, so I'm not too worried about that. Where are we in terms of health? We probably could heal now without too much concern, but do you know what would be good right now? I quite fancy a cluster bomb in place of the biter swarm. Let's do that. Let's take a cluster bomb just because I like them. One of my favourite bomb type weapons, and we have such a quick cooldown now. We're able to replenish these bombs so damn quick that it really is quite a high DPS you get from it. Maybe I'm sleeping on some of the newer items now because I've obviously not been playing the game in the newer version very much. So if there's any newer items that I'm really not thinking about right now or not picking up or that I need to get a blueprint for, let me know, because I guess I'm kind of playing with an outdated idea of what's really the best stuff here, you know, and you might be watching along just face palming every 5 seconds, face palming your face off, thinking what's this guy all about? He's about to get himself killed here as well. Maybe not though. Beautiful. Yeah, if I'm missing out on any obvious no-brainer items that are dope, let me know, tell me, and I'll look to get them, incorporate them into another run. Because that's one thing, you know, I'll try anything. I will try anything once, and if I don't like it, you know, that's basically the end of it. Oh, so where are we at? There's the clock room there, so there's the fight with the assassin. Now I don't want to go, you know, above and beyond here, but I do feel like this the assassin's basically a foregone conclusion at this point. I think I'm gonna knock the fuck out the assassin, basically, if you'll excuse my language. There's actually, in Scotland, there's actually worse things you can say than that, even more rude terminology to use that would express beating someone up. I won't go there. I want this to be a bit more couth than that. I don't want to be coming out with some really bad stuff. But anyway, let's see. Will we reforge anything here? Do we need to? I don't know. I don't think we do. I'm going to look into the reforging aspect of this game a bit more before the next Let's Play. So I'll do some research on it this afternoon. And when I come back tomorrow, I'll probably know a bit more about it. Right now, I'm really just running through this, getting reacquainted, and just kind of giving you guys some Let's Play action. That's really all I'm looking to do, you know. Just a humble guy from Glasgow, looking to give you guys some good stuff. And I think so far it's going okay. Have I got a shield? Had to double check there. Okay, this is going okay. Okay, that's bad. So when that happens, you can't do much, can you? So you get stuck. Okay. So we're on to the second phase. As I know it gets a little bit harder here, but I think we're in good shape. Okay, that's good damage. Quality damage. Oh, I've got you, mate. I've got you, mate. Oh, I've got you, mate. Oh, I've got a blueprint. Pretty dope. What have we got? Oh, infantry bow. Now, the infantry bow can be pretty good. I'll definitely take it. because we're doing plenty of fire damage from the... Yeah, I'm going to take that. We're doing plenty of... What's that? Vengeance? Interesting. Don't know what that does. We're doing plenty of fire damage right now from the bomb, so we can definitely go with infantry bow. Extra brutality, again, always welcome. We're 31 minutes deep here. Let's play number 1 of this Dead Cells series, which I plan to continue, as I say, make it really, really good. Obviously, first Let's Play video ever. Hope you can cut me a bit of slack for maybe being a bit shit. And I probably should have waited and saved some cells to find out what Vengeance was going to be. Mutation, brutality. Wow. Wow, that seems quite good actually. So we'll look to get that unlocked soon. We'll definitely look to get that unlocked soon. But right now, we're going on to the next final phase of this game, which is the High Peak Castle. Nice, I've added High Peak to that, I think before it was just the castle. So the cool thing about this game is just every time you play it, there's something different going on. So yeah, I like that. So let's see how the castle goes. Very low on hit points, I'm conscious of that fact. So I'm not sure if that's going to make this a bit difficult, but when you can take guys out as quick as that, usually that bodes well for the chances of getting through this. Oh, that's terrible damage, terrible, terrible damage. Okay, this is going well so far. I like the quickness that these guys are going down. Yeah, I really like this actually. Oh, this looks so good. Oh, didn't see him there. This is this is kind of fun. Just not quite sure what to expect. I know these guys can hit you from all angles. You've really got to be careful with them. All angles, through walls, you name it, they don't care. Okay, so I think we go in here and get a boss fight of some sort, so let's see what happens. We do. Oh no! Oh no! Oh dear. I didn't see that coming, I didn't expect it. It did massive damage, and then I did the old classic Dead Cells panic maneuver where you really don't have time to heal, but you try to heal. And what was going on, I was kind of dodging in and out and he wouldn't attack me. I wanted him to roll at me so I could dodge and then heal, but every time I went from one side to the other, he just stood there as if he wasn't going to attack. And then he waited till I healed and attacked. That's what you call Dead Cells panic. So that will conclude this run. Didn't make it through the High Peak Castle, but had a good time there. Hope you guys enjoyed the run. Watch out of this channel for plenty more runs. Subscribe to the channel. I'm going to be doing a daily Dead Cells run, and then I'm going to start doing some other Let's Plays as well for other games that I look at and find interesting. Dead Cells is the kind of game that I find interesting because it's a different kind of game. It's not your average. I don't play a lot of AAA titles. I'm very much an indie fan, so expect more indie games being played on this channel on a regular basis. But Dead Cells every day. Come back every day for one of these runs and we'll get better as we go. This was the first one. It's going to get better, guaranteed. Can't get any worse. The only way is up. So thanks so much for checking it out, and I'll see you next time.